Are these initial payments the only reasons that ECG is not able to meet its obligations to the cash waterfall mechanisms to our independent power producers?
Not just that, because of the fall of the cedi and the exchange rate differentials, ECG's base in terms of monetary value has eroded significantly because most of the IPPs and the power generators are paid in US dollars. And so anytime the currency fluctuates and devalues, it creates a huge problem. And so even if ECG were to collect 100% today, they still cannot meet their obligations because of forex and exchange rates differential. That is one. Two, the losses have increased. Their ATCC, what you call aggregate technical collection and commercial losses, now hovers around 40%. That is unacceptable. The IMF and the World Bank project that we should be increasing tariffs by about 58%. I mean, how you're going to increase tariffs by 58% is another major thing. And inefficiencies at ECG. The collection, the losses, and all those issues ought to be addressed.
Are you currently facing that pressure to increase electricity tariff?
When they did the analysis, it showed that there was a huge differential.
Okay.
One, we don't pay for what you would call capacity charges or redundancy. It's not part of the tariff. And so right from day one, the state has to shoulder that bill. But even what we consume is woefully inadequate when you look at the billing or the approved tariff as against the cost of electricity. So if you do a one-on-one on a parity basis, there's a major differential. But more importantly, it's not just about increasing the tariffs. If you increase the tariffs and you still go with a leaking basket, I mean, you're going to have a major, major problem.
Right.
So we must fix the inefficiencies, increase the revenue base, reduce the losses, and then that can help us make some progress. But from what we are seeing, if we don't do anything, by the end of the year, the system will collapse. Already, Power has sent a letter that they intend to discontinue the supply of electricity because we owe them 370 million US dollars. WAPCO and NGAS have also sent us a memo. The minister followed up and came personally to threaten that in March they would cut the supply of gas. ENI is also threatening. Jubilee says that right from November in 2023, not 2024, so over 1 year, they haven't been paid anything. So the challenges are quite enormous, and we are facing serious headwinds that we ought to address and take some drastic decisions. It's a difficult one, but we'll do it.
I mean, is it likely that the ECG will be proposing, an upward adjustment of tariff anytime soon?
They've already proposed that.
They have already proposed
ESRP, which is the Energy Sector Recovery Program, based on the model, shows that there's a shortfall of about the requirement of about 58% thereabout in order to meet that gap. But as a government, we also have a social contract with the people of Ghana. It cannot just be about piling taxes. We also want to see how we can deal with some of these issues. Even our PPAs, we want to go to Parliament and codify that and make it into law. That when we are signing PPAs, it ought to be through competitive process. And it ought to go to Parliament so that the people's representative can evaluate and assess what we do and determine whether they really want that contract or not.